Greetings, boys and girls, ladies and gents. This is Genvièv, and you are on Genvièv TV, your channel for forensic and clinical education. Continuing with my criminal case files, today you will learn how to recover the missing identifying details of a license plate, and in doing so, actually solve a murder case. How about that? So sit back, relax, and watch until we wrap this today to catch how to defeat perps with the use of hypnosis. This study is from a case I handled a few years ago in which the forensic interview of a key witness in a murder case allowed criminal defense to recover vital leads and missing information pertaining to their investigation. This also enabled us to witness once again the impeccable functioning of the human brain in the subconscious state. Until our session, and for over a decade, our witness had been entirely unable to remember the critical information needed to bring resolution to this case. Yet, within minutes in the state of hypnosis, our witness was reliving the events of that day exactly as they had unfolded many years ago. Shivering as he shared how chilly the temperature was this day, he began to describe the sounds, scents, sights, and every minute detail of that day as clearly as if it were unfolding around us in real time. As his family was going about their activities, he describes what they were wearing, what they were doing, and everything that was taking place as the day progressed. Then came the gunshots, one after the other, shocking explosions tearing through the space, the adults rushing to shield the children, our witness on the phone with 911, reliving every word, every detail of the conversation as he followed the perpetrators, heart racing while they jumped into their getaway vehicle. None of the crystal clear, precise information needed was missing any longer as to the identifying details and information covering the perpetrators, their heights, their builds, the color of their skin, the styles, looks, and shades of their clothing, what they carried with them as they fled the scene. Everything was there, exactly as it had been captured by the mind of our witness on that fateful day a decade ago. Through the voice of our witness, we heard the screeching sound of the getaway vehicle as it sped through the curve, slowed down to regain control, and accelerated again through the straightaway. Moving through our questioning, our witness described the vehicle in great details: the color, the style, the model, the condition, the emblems, wheels, and other peculiarities. "Did you get a chance to see the license plate?" I asked. "I did," the witness responded. At this moment, I made the choice to switch the interview from verbal response to ideomotor response. Considered by experts to be more reliable than verbal response, ideomotor response, or IMR, enables us to bypass conscious interference. We all know that when we try too hard to remember anything, we typically accomplish the exact opposite. Ideomotor response allows us to keep our subject in a state of deep subconscious relaxation while enabling the information to surface effortlessly. Ideomotor response refers to a process in which thoughts and mental images are brought forth through seemingly automatic or reflexive muscular responses and reaction, often of a minuscule degree and outside of the realm of the conscious awareness of the subject. The term itself comes from the word ideo for idea or mental representation, and motor for muscular action. Similarly to the ideodynamic responses or automatic reflexes that we experience when we salivate at the sight or at the idea of food, IMR is a psychophysiological process. In a moment, I told our witness, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. If the answer is yes, I'd like you to raise the index finger of your right hand as so. And I demonstrated by lifting his index finger until I press it back down. If the answer is no, N-O, which I spell out in order to avoid the confusion with I know from the verb knowing, I'd like you to raise your pinky index finger of the same hand as so until I bring it down. Do you understand? Our witness nodded. I began with a couple of test questions to ensure our witness had correctly understood me. At this moment, we are located at our center in Oregon. Is that correct? Our witness subject index finger went up, indicating a yes. Did you travel here today to our center via helicopter? His pinky finger rose, indicating a no. We had an understanding. I continued. License plates are usually composed of letters and numbers. Looking at the first digit on the plate, is it a number? Our witness index finger rose up instantly. Is it number 1? His pinky finger rose, indicating a no. I proceeded by elimination until we had identified the first digit on the plate. We then moved to the second digit and got it, then the third digit and got it. Things got interesting when we began with the fourth digit. Is it a number? I asked. The pinky finger rose, indicating a no. Is that a letter? The same pinky finger rose, indicating another no. I paused, startled, glancing at the face of our witness, leaning back in the wide, comfortable recliner. I noticed that he remained entirely unexpressive, peaceful, relaxed, not indicating any emotional reaction whatsoever. Puzzled, I repeated the question, is it a number? No. Is it a letter? No. Anybody has a wild guess here of what's happening in that moment, in that time? No? Anyone? I can't hear you. Well, first of all, as you can imagine, I am live on camera in every forensic regression I do. That's part of the process, zero editing allowed, of course, for authenticity. And at that moment, I can tell you, I am not exactly feeling at the top of my game. Mystified is the term. But then again, the key rule with any forensic regression is to never lead the subject in any given direction so as to prevent us from having any sort of influence onto their responses. I switched back to verbal and asked the witness, what is the fourth symbol on the plate? The tree, he answered peacefully without a single hesitation, giving us an Oregon license plate and the perfect demonstration of excellent depth. Here we had a witness relaying verbatim and without any conscious interference whatsoever the succession of details and information that his eyes captured on the plate at that specific moment in time. Anyone in a state of awareness that is conscious would have smiled, laughed, smirked at my light of questioning, and especially at my momentary puzzlement. However, it's well known that while in the subconscious level of the mind, we respond solely and directly to each question asked without judging or even analyzing the question itself. If you ask someone in a deep state of hypnosis if they know what time it is, they will simply tell you no. Or yes, if they just happen to hear the chiming of a clock. What they will not do is analyze the question, deduct you are attempting to find what time it is, and attempt evaluating the time that it could be. This is all part of the thinking, planning, plotting part of the mind, which our very goal is to bypass when we descend in the subconscious states of awareness. Once our logical thinking, planning, analytical part of the mind is bypassed, you are dealing with the subconscious part of the mind, which corresponds in many ways to the mind of a 2-year-old. The subconscious mind responds simply and directly to questions without analyzing them. Note that the use of ideomotor responses can only be done with subjects in a deep state of hypnosis. Now, why do we consistently and reliably have superior memory retrieval in a state of hypnosis? Well, according to neuroscientists, the deep, attentive, physical, mental, emotional relaxation experienced during hypnosis as we slow our brainwave cycles produces significant increases in endorphin levels, our body's natural opiate system, dopamine and norepinephrine levels as well, enhancing focus and attention. This produces higher levels of mental clarity, better brain functioning, and superior mental and memory capacities. Cortisol, the steroid hormone produced by the brain under stress, fear, tension, anxiety, which alters our focus and mental abilities, drops down significantly. Electroencephalogram and functional MRI studies of the brain before, during, and after hypnosis demonstrate the physiological, chemical, and hormonal changes naturally occurring during hypnosis. The hypnotic state is also characterized by a profound physical, mental, and emotional relaxation, of course, as our muscles, tissues, cells, tendons, and nerves relax, our blood vessels loosen, our blood is able to flow more fluidly, flowingly, effortlessly through our entire body, carrying vital oxygen to our brain and essential nutrients to our vital organs. This creates an ideal state of synthetic thought and creativity, functions of the right brain hemisphere, placing us in an optimal condition to learn new information, remember facts and data, memorize languages, and analyze complex situations, all of which in a state of profound restorative calm and relaxation. In addition to helping crime victims and witnesses recover critical information, sometimes missing from their conscious memories for decades, forensic hypnosis allows us to address the secondary effects left behind by trauma and enable survivors to finally recover their emotional balance and their peace of mind. According to Senior Special Agent John Kilnap of the ATF, forensic hypnosis may well be the only way to recover the details of traumatic events victims and witnesses have blocked out of their mind. When conducted properly, forensic regression can be an important element during the preparation and outcome of a trial. My name is Genvièv Sinclair. I'm a board-certified forensic and clinical hypnosis instructor with decades of experience resolving complex cases, cold cases, and criminal investigations. If you or someone you know believe you may have witnessed a crime or been preyed upon, if your recollection is not as accurate as you would like it to be, contact me to schedule a consultation. My information is in the description box below the screen when you are on youtube.com/GenvièvTV. Forensic regression may well be very beneficial in helping you recover the facts along with your truth, your strength, your serenity, and your peace of mind. And to the perps out there, beware. We are onto you. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Have a beautiful weekend. Don't forget to subscribe to the red box onto YouTube, and I will see you very soon for our next episode. Patrick, Anthony, James, Pietro, Dennis, Bernard, Campanero. Thank you for joining. I will see you very soon. Don't forget to include your comments, and ciao, ciao for now.